Okay, verse 9. He who is equal-minded among friends, companions and foes, among those who are neutral and impartial, among those who are hateful and related, among saints and sinners, he excels. Shri Krishna has given us different grades in this verse and says that one who is equal-minded among all of these excels. If you observe the world, then people are always of these 9 types. You can always split people in the world into these categories. They are worth understanding, and they are as follows. First, Suran, companions. This can be split into Su, meaning beautiful, and Rab, heart, to mean someone whose heart is beautiful. This is someone whose heart is perfect. This is someone who wishes for the good of everyone. In Suran, no ill will towards any other being ever gets born in his heart. A Suran is someone who is sad when others are sad and is happy when others are happy. Second, Mitra, friends. A person can only be called a friend when he wishes someone's good. Not only wishing someone's good, he is willing to do that person good. The scriptures give us another qualification of a friend, that whether he is asked or not, one who gives us good advice is our friend. If someone says that we knew you were going down the wrong route, but if you did not ask us, then how could we say then he is not a friend? A friend always gives you advice without being asked, and whether you listen or not is up to you, but he will tell you that what you're doing is wrong. It is a quality of society, especially when events such as engagements are taking place, then people that know that there's something wrong. When people ask them how, then they say that they are fine, but when problems arise, then they say that they knew from the beginning. Why did they not say from the beginning if they knew? This is not a friend. Whether a true friend is asked or not, he will tell you what is happening is wrong. Third, Ari, enemies. This is the opposite of a friend. This is a person who wishes bad things for you and does bad things to you. An enemy has only got one view, in that how bad things can happen to his enemies and how his enemies can get ruined. Next, Udasina, those who are neutral. Asina, Udasina, meaning one who sits above is neutral. A judge sitting in a court should be neutral and impartial. One who sits above sees everyone with an equal eye. This is a person who does not get shaken when he gets pleasures or pains. He remains robust in the face of pleasures and pains. Next, Madhyastha, those who are impartial. The world can be split into Madhya, middle, and Stha, one who resides, meaning someone who resides in the middle. This is a person who does not have friends nor enemies. He does not harm people, nor does he help people. If he is asked about something, then he remains impartial and says what he thinks is right. Such a person does not have the ability to give sorrows to other people. He does not wish to harass others. This is the difference between an Ari and a Madhyastha. There is a difference between one who is a Udasina, neutral, and one who is a Madhyastha, impartial. A Madhyastha wishes good for both people, whereas a Udasina is just neutral. A good word for a Madhyastha is an arbitrator. What he does is for the good of both people. Then you've got Dveshya, those who are hateful. This is someone whose karmas are such that everyone hates this person. Then you've got Bandhushu, relatives. This can be a brother, a person you have a tie to, a person you have affection towards, a person in your family, a relative, etc. All of these fall into this category. Then you've got Sadhushu, saints. The meaning of the word sadhu is a person who is straightforward. A person that is straightforward is a sadhu. This is a person who is not manipulative. This includes saints, great souls, and others who are straightforward at the heart, including innocent people. Shu in Sadhushu means mother. Ninth, Papeshu, sinners. This is a person who does bad deeds. When you observe these 9 categories of people, then you see that 6 are good and 3 are bad. Those that are good include Surad. So you've got the first one, who is a Surad, that's a companion. Then you've got Mitra, a friend. And then you've got Udasina, those who are neutral. Madhyastha, those who are impartial. And Bandhu, relative. And Sadhusu, saints. Those that are bad include Ari, enemies. Dveshya, those who are hateful. And Papeshu, which are sinners. There are always these 9 types of people in the world, either good or bad. One must see all of these with an equal eye, equal mind, equal intellect, and an equal heart. The reason for this is that a yogi does not look at outer measures and outer features. The yogi worships the Supreme Soul residing inside all of these, and that is why he is equal-minded. One can only see all of these with equal eye when he worships the Supreme Soul first. Such a person excels. A person who wishes to make his mind concentrated feels the same towards all of these. One can only feel the same towards all of these people when only love flows out of his heart. Otherwise, not feeling equally towards all people is the nature of human beings. This is because as soon as a person comes in front of you, what happens is then you categorize them into whether you like them or not, whether it's one of your own or an outsider, whether they are good or bad. People always categorize others. But when after categorizing these people, a person has the same feeling towards all of them in his heart, then he excels. Jesus Christ always gave very nice examples. He said that the person whose heart is filled with love always gives love to other people. There was a landlord who had a lot of land and wealth. He was wealthy not because of the fact that he had a lot of wealth, but he was wealthy in a true meaning because he did not hold on to his wealth. The greed for wealth went out of his mind. This is a true wealthy person. No matter if a person has 5 rupees less, but if his greed for wealth goes away, then he can be called wealthy. But if he has millions of rupees and he keeps thinking about that he needs to increase his wealth, then he is not wealthy. Christ said that this person was wealthy because in his mind he did not have a tight grip on his wealth. The landlord has a farm of grapes, and one time a lot of grapes had grown early. To pick them, he called the labourers working on his farm, and these labourers began picking these grapes early in the morning. There were so many grapes that the landlord owner thought that the labourers would not be able to pick up all of them before the evening. He told the labourers to go and bring back some people from the town so that they could help. They went and brought back 10 to 15 people with them. All these people went to work at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. in the morning. The landlord owner still thought that he would need more people and therefore told another labourer to bring more people. Around 10 more people came. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he sent another labourer to find more people and yet another labourer at 4 o'clock to bring 10 more people. After the last 10 people came at 6 o'clock in the evening, then the sun set and the work was complete. When the time to pay wages to the labourers came, then all the labourers stood in line. The landowner gave each of these labourers the exact same wages. He gave each of them, say, 50 rupees. The labourers that had worked from the morning until sunset saw this, thinking, how can we who have worked from morning get the same pay of 50 rupees of those who have worked from 5 p.m.? How can all the labourers get the same pay? They went and made a complaint to the landlord, saying, why are you doing this? We have been working hard since the early morning, and yet you are giving us the same 50 rupees you gave the labourers that just came before sunset and only picked up grapes for 30 minutes. The landlord asked them, forget what I gave them. Did you get enough for yourself? The labourers said, yes, we did get enough because we only get 40 rupees each day in other places where we work as labourers. The landlord said, this is it. You've got the right pay that you deserve. Then why are you worrying about what pay other people have got? The labourers asked the landlord why he was giving the others this money. The landlord replied, why are you thinking that I am giving them this money in return for picking the grapes? I'm giving them the money because I have money and I have a wish to give it away. I'm not giving the money away based on how many grapes each person has picked. I'm just giving the money away because I have a wish to give this money away. I have money and I'm giving it away. He could therefore give away this money equally. If he was giving money away based on how many grapes each labourer picked, or if he was giving money always because of wish, then he would not have had this feeling of being equal. Why do I have to say this example of Christ? Because there are going to be changes and differences in the world, and if a person asks how he can see everyone equally and have the same feelings for enemies as he does for his friends, the answer is that these feelings can be there if these feelings are in your heart. If there is love residing in your heart, then it does not make a difference who comes to drink at your well. The water inside the well is still running, whether a human being comes to drink it, a lion comes to drink it, or a bird comes to drink it. What difference does it make to the owner of the well? One who has a well of love residing in his heart, or has a well of feelings for others in his heart, then irrespective of the person who is there, this person will keep giving love. When a person reaches this state, then he is no longer on the journey to yoga, and his mind becomes naturally concentrated. How can the mind become naturally concentrated? People wish to be this great. What then should they do in order to achieve this? What does a yogi do? From the 10th verse of this chapter, Shri Krishna describes how a yogi practices meditation and penances in order to concentrate his mind. He describes the circumstances in which a yogi does this from the 10th verse. In particular, from the 10th to the 15th verses, Shri Krishna shows the method of dhyan, meditation, in 6 verses. We also show how to perform meditation in the way Sri Krishna describes when Guruji gave the meditation seminars. Many people often ask Guruji how they should perform dhyan meditation. His instructions are as follows. We'll explain the reason for this, all of them, later, but if you wish to prepare beforehand, then these are his instructions so that the meditation will be propitious. Number 1. People should wear loose clothes in order to meditate. Women should wear pajamas instead of a sari, but it does not matter too much if they wear a sari. Men should not wear clothes that are too tight. They should wear a jabba, a shirt, a light shirt, or a track suit. If they do this, then it will be much better for meditation. One should not keep dead skin with them if possible. For example, wallets, purses and belts, they should remove them. Third, one should eat sattvic, pure foods. I would go so far to say that people should not eat onions or garlic. One does not need to say this to people attending this discourse, but people want to see subtly how the mind works, and therefore they should follow this. Food is very important because Shri Krishna says in the Gita, Yukta harasya, do not be too hungry, and at the same time, do not be too full. If something very tasty has been made at home, then eat it, but only after you have performed meditation. Fourth, if one has addictions, then one should try to stay as far away from these addictions as possible. Fifth, there will be greater bliss if you sit on the floor, but if your legs are in pain after 15 or 20 minutes of sitting on the floor, then it is better if you sit on a chair. If you wish to perform dhyan meditation, then do not use your chair as a luxury item. If you can sit on the floor, then sit on the floor, but if it gives your body difficulties, then it will not be a problem if you sit on a chair. Be at rest, because this is important. Sleep as much as you do naturally, and do not stay awake unnecessarily. Yukta vyar virasaya. This does not mean that you should wake up late. Shri Krishna will give these instructions later in this chapter of the Gita. All these instructions are very simple, but it has a profound effect on the experience that one gets by meditation. We will learn how to perform meditation with each verse.